Hi, I'm Sunil Tinawani and welcome to my show of annual report analysis. As the name suggests, I will be analyzing an annual report of a small cap company every week, and my show will help you decide the company's prospects, to judge the company's prospects and study the company further, and it will also help you to understand how to analyze annual reports. So with that said, let's get down to business and let's start. So to start with, I'm going to analyze a plastic manufacturing company. It has recently grabbed a lot of investor fancy. तो let me start with a joke. चलो एक joke से ही start कर लेते हैं कि दुनिया में अब पता लगा है कि यहाँ पे कोई worms होते हैं जो प्लास्टिक खाते हैं. तो इसमें क्या हुआ है कि बॉलीवुड में तनाही बहुत टेंशन हो गया है, क्योंकि किधर भी इनके ऊपर कोई शरीर के ऊपर या किधर भी इनके कीड़ा लग गया, ये ऐसा कीड़ा लग गया तो प्लास्टिक तो ज़रूर मिलेगा. ये पूरा दिन प्लास्टिक सर्जरी करते रहते हैं. तो दैट वाज द जोक. आई होप यू लाइक्ड इट. तो अब मैं चालू करूँगा कंपनी की एनालिसिस एंड लेट्स स्टार्ट विद दैट. इस कंपनी का नाम है एस्टर इंडस्ट्रीज़ और आजकल ये बहुत तेज़ी से भाग रही है मार्केट में. तो अब हम इसकी बिजनेस मॉडल पहले डिस्कस करते हैं. व्हाट डज द कंपनी मेक? एक तो इनकी स्पेशलिटी पॉलीमर्स है, एक तो ये प्लास्टिक फिल्म स्पेशलिटी पॉलीमर्स बनाते हैं और दूसरा इंजीनियरिंग प्लास्टिक्स बनाते हैं. तो पहली इनकी बिजनेस है स्पेशलिटी पॉलीमर्स, जो हाई एंड डिफेंस एप्लीकेशंस, स्मार्ट डिवाइसेस, these are heat resistant, water resistant plastics that are used by big companies who have a very high demand of whose goods have a high demand, like healthcare, energy, batteries. तो स्पेशलिटी पॉलीमर्स उधर लगते हैं और ये पॉलिएस्टर फिल्म बनाते हैं. जैसे कि आप पता है कि पैकेजिंग में पॉलिएस्टर फिल्म यूज होती है एंड आई एम श्योर यू नो द हाउ इट्स यूसेज. तो 85% इनकी बिजनेस इस सेगमेंट से आती है और 15% इनकी बिजनेस आती है इंजीनियरिंग प्लास्टिक से, विच इज़ यूज फॉर फूड, ऑटोमोटिव, ऑप्टिकल फाइबर केबल, इलेक्ट्रिकल सेक्टर्स वगैरह वगैरह. जैसे कि आप अगर गाड़ी का ग्लव बॉक्स देखोगे, सो दैट्स एन इंजीनियरिंग प्लास्टिक, राइट? सो विद दैट सेड, नाउ आई विल मूव ऑन टू एनालाइजिंग देयर एनुअल रिपोर्ट. So let's start. I'll start from the chairman's message. वो क्या कह रहे थे उनकी. ये अब 2019-2020 की एनुअल रिपोर्ट है फॉर द ईयर एंडिंग मार्च 2020. मार्च के बाद के भी मैंने इवेंट्स एनालाइज किए हुए हैं, तो आई विल कम टू दैट अ लिटिल लेटर. बट लेट्स सी व्हाट द मैनेजमेंट हैज़ टू से एज ऑफ 31st March 2020. The chairman says that the demand growth for flexible packs from consumer staples and health and hygiene industries to grow. Health and hygiene industries, everyone know कि आजकल सब हाथ धो रहे हैं, हाथ पांव सब धो रहे हैं कोविड के लिए. और कंज्यूमर स्टेपल्स ई कॉमर्स का बहुत बड़ा डिमांड चल रहा है आजकल, तो उधर से तो आएगा ही आएगा ई कॉमर्स से डिमांड. इनकी न्यू कैपेसिटीज़ विल बी डिलेड. जो ये बना रहे हैं न्यू कैपेसिटीज़, तो that is because of COVID. You can't work these days, and that's why the new capacities will be delayed. Now, the company is changing its product mix. They are moving into more value-added products. If you recall, I told you that there's a specialty polymers. The company is now going to focus more on that, because demand for specialty polymers is going through the roof, right? And as far as the engineering plastics and electrical engineering plastic section is concerned, the auto segment demand is hurting. The electrical and optic fiber cable segments also are in slowdown because of COVID. So right now their demand is hurting, but it can revive after the virus is after the vaccine is an effective vaccine is discovered. लेकिन वो कब होगा, who knows. So meanwhile ये slow down चल रहा है engineering plastics में, which forms 15% of its business. The export markets volumes are up 30%, a good sign, and the company is reducing its costs. These are the key highlights of the chairman's message. Let's see what they did for 30th March 2020. They reported improved margins. Look at this. Their profit and loss before tax is 138 crores as compared to 47 crores. That's 3x. Even their net profit is 99.5 crores versus 31 crores. 3x. That's beautiful, you know. And their costs are down. Look at the interest. You know, they have repaid debt. So from 34 crores they paid 24 crore interest. Okay, better product mix, like I told you that specialty polymers का focus बढ़ा दिया. I'll come to that a little bit down the line. And then there was a high polyester film demand, and the specialty polymers business which I spoke to you about. Engineering plastics के demand fell, right? And company is to invest 500 crores to expand the polyester film capacity by 48,000 million tons per annum. So this was their financials. They've done really well for the year ended March 2020. So now let's see how it goes on. How the next step. So the next step is to analyze their top shareholders and what percentage of shareholding the promoters own. So these guys have got two owners, Mauritius-based companies. Now, one is Wilhelmina Finance Corporation, which owns 53.86%, and then there's another Movi Limited. It's a UK-based company which owns around 4.92%. These two entities are listed as the owners, right? They may be they are having Indian directors. So by listing in Mauritius or UK doesn't mean it's a multinational or stuff like that. So these two are the main owners. And then there's one more company called Vettel International. That's another Mauritius-based company that owns about 15.4% stake in the company. So these three entities hold about 74% of the company, right? Now we move on to the debt. I'm moving in the same sequence as the annual report has moved. First is the chairman's message, then there's a director's report. So I'm now at the director's report, right? Now they have reduced the indebtedness. Their total long-term loans were something like 247 crores at the beginning of the year, that is April 2019, and they've ended up paying something like 91 crores during the year, ending up with a net debt of not with a net debt, with a gross debt of 156.29 crores as of March 2020. Okay, now if you recall, I showed you earlier that the interest costs had reduced, and that's because it's they must have borrowed 24 crores at a low rate of interest and repaid the old loan, which was at a high rate of interest of around 115.6 crores. Okay, so this is what they have done for their debt. Reducing debt is always good. Okay, now what does the company expect to do in the future? Okay, now what are the growth drivers? कहाँ पे ये कंपनी जाएगी, किधर इसकी ग्रोथ दिख रही है? एक तो ये प्लास्टिक फिल्म में ये अपने एक्सपैंडिंग वैल्यू एडेड प्रोडक्ट्स कर रहे हैं, जैसे कि स्पेशलिटी पॉलीमर्स, ठीक है, और ये टेक्निकल और एडवांस प्रोडक्ट डेवलप कर रहे हैं, वो भी स्पेशलिटी पॉलीमर्स, ये अपने कॉस्ट कम कर रहे हैं और न्यू मार्केट्स को एक्सप्लोर कर रहे हैं. ओके, विच may fit in with the theme of Atmanirbhar or export for the world or stuff like that, whatever it is. So other thing is engineering plastics. I mean, engineering plastics or electric vehicles have not yet taken off. They might take off in 2023, 2024 because by 2030 a lot of electric vehicles will be on the road. So they have. The electric vehicles can be a growth driver in the future. Mobile devices, that's consumer electronics. Not just mobile devices, other consumer electronics as well. 3D printing, that's a huge area. That's not yet in vogue because of the costs. LEDs, electrification ka. Medical, in the post-COVID age, every country will want to have its be self-sufficient in indigenous medical device manufacture. So this guy, it can help the demand. Perhaps that is why they are expanding right now. And the 5G which is coming, So these are the factors that are the growth drivers of this company, and they will take the company forward. Let's now talk a bit about the company's product mix. Now, if you recall, I told you that the PET film and the specialty polymers business was 85% and the engineering plastics was 15% as per the annual report. Now look at the specialty polymers. Okay, they have jumped. The company has produced 1,200 tons in 2018-2019, and the production was higher at 2091 tons, metric tons in 1920. Right. The sales also, the production was higher by 74%. The sales were higher by 84%. Now, when you compare the quantities with the other plastics, PET film is 58,000, the metallized, non-metallized is 10,000, and they are pretty static numbers. The regular products have not moved much. In fact, engineering plastics have dropped. Production of engineering plastics has dropped 14.55% year on year, and sales of engineering plastics have dropped 10% year on year. Now the most solid contributory is the specialty polymers business. What does it imply? The product has gone, the profitability margins have gone up by 300%, by 3x. It means that the specialty polymers are a big contributor to the profit margins, and they are a very high margin product. And therefore, investors should always track this development about this company, that the more specialty polymers they make, the better it is for their profitability will grow. Right? This was the product mix. Let's see how the ratios have fared. Now, the debtors turnover, that is the kind of, how fast you churn your debtors. It's 8.46, which means, you divide 12 by 8.46, that's say around 1.3 months. Within 1.3 months, your debtor pays you your dues. Likewise, inventory, you keep your 8.76, that is around 1.2 months. You keep the inventory, then it sells off, which is good. The interest coverage ratio, which is the, how many times the EBITDA is of the interest that you are paying. So the EBITDA is 6.74 of the interest they have paid. Last year it was just 2.21. So the ratios has improved dramatically because the profits have gone up, maybe because of the specialty polymers high margins. Right? The current ratio, that is the current assets divided by current liabilities, is 1.78, also healthy. The debt equity ratio is down from 1.12 to 0.69. Good move, because they paid, like we discussed earlier, they paid up some 91, 92 crores of their debt. Right? The operating profit margin has jumped from 7.4 to 15.99%. Again, thanks, I think, to the specialty polymer business. And the net profit margin has jumped threefold, from 3% to 9.64%, also because of the same reason. The return on net worth has also gone up by 150%, from 12 to 30. Right? So these are positive developments of the company. Now we should also check some concerns. Let us now move to an area of concern, actually two areas of concern. Okay, one is a note from the statutory auditors that the company had inventories valued at 110 crores as of 31st March 2020, and this 110 crores represented about 16% of the company's total assets. It's a huge number at 16%. Now, I'm not here to rush to the company's defense or antagonize it. It's just that it's possible that it may be because of COVID, but nevertheless, it's a very large number, you know. So this is something which is an area of concern. So what I did was I checked their inventory accounting, you know, I went from 31st March 2020, then I went to the first quarter results that they have declared. Okay. Now what I saw was that the cost of material consumed was 812 and their changes in inventory was minus negative 58. That means the opening stock is more than the closing stock. So let's say they bought something like 870 crore worth. They bought 870 crore worth and they sold 1885 crores. That gives us a conversion ratio of 217%. For the year ended March 2020, which we are analyzing, the material conversion ratio was 167%. So definitely it has gone up. That conversion ratio was superb in the first quarter of 2021. It could be because of the specialty polymers. It could be because they used the old inventory which they had purchased at a lower cost. Okay, so we are not sure what is what, and therefore this is an area of concern that we must keep, any investor must keep in mind before analyzing the company in the future. So we'll now come to the second area of concern. But before I come to that second area, I want you to know that the company's operating cash flows are really good. You know, they generated 175 crores for the year ended March 2020. You know, and if you recall, we saw the profitability on the first page, in the first section, which was around 90 crores or something like that. That extra would be because of working capital and depreciation, but it's good. They generated 175 crores cash, which is really good from operating. Now, here's what any investor would like to see. You know, what happens is that when a company keeps investing into fixed assets or whatever, you know, capital investments, like in 2019, it has purchased over 26 crores. And 2020 it has purchased worth 43 crores. And then we saw in an earlier section that it is planning to invest 500 crores in a new PET, increasing the capacities. So look at it in a way that, you know, that if you are a businessman and if you keep on adding assets, you will naturally want your sales to grow, not just your margins. You would also want your sales to grow. Therefore, if I'm going to invest 25 crores, 43 crores, 500 crores year over year, I will expect my sales to jump up. You know, the sales to assets should be a very important ratio to monitor. Now, this is a COVID year. That's why the company sales have not gone up. Okay, we can say that there were a lot of headwinds. So let us say that 2020, 2021 also, they are washouts. Okay, but after the COVID virus is contained, the sales of this company should rise exponentially because they've been investing in assets. Okay, in another 1-2 years, they would have acquired the assets. They would be ready to expand, right? So this is an area that every investor needs to watch out for. Other than this, the cash flows are all right. This was the only factor I needed to point out. Okay, now I will move to the quality of reserves. Okay, quality of reserves is very important because, you know, if a company has a capital of 100 crores and the reserves are 200 crores and the full 200 crores is share premium, then the quality of reserves is low because it's not retaining profits. It's the reserves are there because of the premium it charged on the shares. Now, for this company, the capital is 41.69 crores, 5 rupees face value, and the reserves, the free reserves, you can say the general reserve and the retained earnings, they are roughly around 265, 266 crores. That's four times, you know, the capital. The others like security premium, and yeah, they are free, but capital reserve, that's a revaluation of assets. I think, or maybe some subsidies from the government. So I'm not counting these. So I would say that the reserves and the quality of the reserves of this company is fair. Let us now move to the events subsequent to the balance sheet date of 31st March 2020. Now, the first development is that in September 2020, the promoters have hiked their stake by 4.91%. If you recall, right at the beginning, I told you there were two promoters. One was Movi and one was Velemine or something like that, some other company like that. They had a total of something like 58%, and another company called Vettel, which was not a promoter, not classified as a promoter, had a stake of around 15.8%. So together they made up 74%. Now that has gone up by 4.91%. So that's now 78.9% of the company's stock is held by three companies. Okay, so that is a positive development subsequent to the balance sheet date. The second positive development is that they have been assigned CRISIL has assigned them a stable credit rating. Of A, for the long term it's A minus, and therefore short term is A2 plus. These ratings have got a lot of funny names, but these are good indications. Both these are good indications. Finally, we come to the summation. Whatever we have discussed so far, I have distilled it into positives and negatives. तो चलो पॉजिटिव से स्टार्ट करते हैं. द कंपनीज जो मूव कर रही है स्पेशलिटी पॉलीमर्स में, इट्स अ वैल्यू एडेड बिजनेस, लॉट ऑफ हाई एंट्री बैरियर्स. तो ये एक पॉजिटिव डेवलपमेंट है. Promoter has hiked stake by 4.91% in September 2020. Another positive. It means the promoter is looking at a good future. Okay. The year-over-year positive operating cash flows, also good, also positive. Debt reduction, another positive. Higher margins, we have seen how the company has worked with, has improved its margin. The profitability has gone up 3x mainly because of the specialty polymer business. So this is another huge positive, and they got to focus on specialty polymers going forward. Now, we also saw the Q1 2021 results, okay, where they had a sale of 1885 crores. Now, assuming all the 2021 quarters are like the Q1 2021, then Ester can report a profit of 157 crores for the entire year. That works to a post-tax, after-tax EPS of 14 rupees 50 paise on 8.33 crore shares of 5 rupees face value for the entire year of 2021. This figure is exclusive of extraordinary items. For example, if they sell an asset, if they have a profit or a loss on that, they will report it as an extraordinary item. It can add to the profit, it can reduce the profit. These are the operating numbers that I am giving you. I have estimated, in my opinion. The negatives. Well, the stock price has appreciated from 22 to 118 in the last 12 months. It's a little too sudden and it's very fast, it's more than 500% movement. So it's a little bit steep for an investor, and if every investor should keep this into account, that it's risen very fast, and therefore is it wise for me to invest in it irrespective of the fact it's expected to do well. Okay. Second is, no one can predict how long the COVID will last. Tomorrow, if the cases worsen in India, okay, and again if there are some shutdowns, workers stop coming, there can be a problem. This is a big negative. Until a vaccine is discovered, the COVID issue will haunt everyone. So be careful of that as well. That's a negative. Okay. Now, it is possible that the current demand scenario which the company has seen right now, it is because of the pent up demand. We had locked down for 2-3 months, and then suddenly we opened. Maybe it is that sudden opening and the pent up demand will come, and it will take up the profits, of the company. So it can be a sudden thing. We have to look at consistency. Okay. And the final thing is that point of that high inventories that we discussed. 16% of total assets are very high. Tomorrow, if the company starts writing off inventories, it could result in a loss. So, you have to be very wary about this item. Finally, last one. If you like what you saw and if you like my analysis, I would request you to follow me on Twitter for daily and live stock market updates. My ID is @the bull. That's double bull. So I expect to see you there, and thank you for viewing this video, and goodbye. See you next week.